Hey there guys, DJ back at you with yet another DJ's BrewTube beer review. And yes, I've got a sort of a workout out today because you know I like to have my, after I get my workout on, I like to have a beer, you know, after that workout as a bit of a reward, a thirst quencher. Well, haven't exactly been working out with the weights and doing the exercise equipment or the P90X type workout, but what I have been doing is carrying boxes and moving stuff and pumping loads around the house and everything, so that's a good enough workout I think, and I've deserved a beer, a little self-medication to take all the horrible pain of lifting those boxes away, right? Yes? Good idea? I think so. Anyways, what do we got for us tonight? We got another Beach Brewing Company beer. You saw a while back I reviewed their Hammerhead IPA, and this is Hammerhead's big brother. This is their Hoptopus Double or Imperial IPA, and this is 8.8% alcohol by volumes and 108 IBUs. So this is a big dry hopped beast, and they call it like it's a, what do they call it, an eight-legged hophead's dream and a lupulin delight. So I'm liking that because I'm a big-time hophead. Maybe I'm an eight-legged hophead or something tonight, or at least I got two hands and one mouth to drink it. So let's get the cap popped on this one, and as you know, usually I use my tulip glass or something like that for an IPA, but they recommend a pint glass, and since I've got my Beach Brewing Company pint glass, I'm going to use it. Now, there's no date on this bottle before we get it cracked open. I know it's fresh because I bought it at the brewery. They had just bottled it. It's super fresh, as fresh as you're going to get one. But, okay, there's no date on the bottle, so that's one strike. But they're a young brewery, pretty small, couple pretty small fermenters in there, so hopefully, you know, when they get a little bit bigger, they'll start dating these bottles. It's not too hard. Anyways, let's get this popped open, get in the glass, and in my belly. Ooh, one pop. Nothing special in that cap or crown. Wow, lots of smoke coming off the top, and I can smell the hops wafting off of this bad boy now. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, hazy. That would be the dry hopping. And we're getting plenty of head on this B-boy here. Got the big bomber tonight. Big bomber for daddy. Wow, I don't even have this near my nose, guys, and this is just busting out with all kinds of tropical fruits in this one, man. Wow. So, we got about finger and a half of khaki head, tight bubbles, a little bit rocky at the top, some alcohol legs even coming down the glass here, active bubbles. Not much light passing through this bad boy. It's hazy as hell. You can see light, but it's hazed like a mofo. Reminds me sort of the look of a cask beer when you get, you know, one hand pumped from the cask at a pub. But really nice looking beer that you can, when they say dry hop the heck out of it, they're not kidding. They must have put some big time dry hops in this because light passes through, but you can't see anything through this beer. If I put my hand through here, I can't see my hand on the other side. I can tell the light's been blocked some, but you cannot see any images through this beer. So hazy as hell. So that's that, and the head dissipating pretty quick. We're down to a finger. That's to be expected. That's 8.8%. It is an Imperial. So let's get a nose on this bad boy, other than the one I got from a distance, and see what we got going on. Wow, big pineapple. A little bit of spiciness in there actually. Citrus. Grassy pine, but it's a real tropical forward beer. You know, those tropical fruits, mango, papaya, that kind of thing, and then a lot of pineapple and everything in the nose of this really nice smelling beer. Let's get a drink of this bad boy and see what we got going on. Damn, that's a whole lot of hops. You can taste the dry hop in this. It's got a lot of malt in there, even though they're saying it's 108 IBUs. It's not offensively hoppy or like way unbalanced hoppy. It's heavy on the hop side, and the hop taste I get in my mouth is like a little bit of that tropical fruit up front, but it's pretty grapefruit dominant flavor, like some of the West Coast beers. I think one that reminds me sort of that with that grapefruit thing going on would probably be like maybe Green Flash's West Coast IPA. This doesn't taste like the West Coast IPA, but that grapefruit taste reminds me of that. Really, I think this is a really solid beer. I don't know if anybody's reviewed this one yet because these are a pretty small brewery. Maybe Greg from Greg's Beer Review has read it because he's in Virginia, so this might be one that he gets down his way. I think maybe he did. I can't remember. watch so many darn beer reviews, man, that's impossible to remember now. But it's a really solid tasting beer. When they're calling it a Lupulin Delight, they're not kidding on this one. It's like a cask beer because of that dry hopping and the aggressiveness, like I think they call it a foolish amount of dry hopping on the label here. But let me get another taste of this. Yep, no alcohol taste, maybe the slightest bit. You get a little bit of alcohol warming as it goes down, but it is an 8.8%er. But really solid beer. There's enough malt bill in there, and it looks like some really nice glass lacing too. But there's enough of a malt bill in this beer to balance out that 108 IBUs. I think I had this one on tap too. I don't recall the grade that I gave it. I think maybe like an A- back in the day, maybe a B+ somewhere around there. I'll look and put it in the notes. But that's what my tour of Virginia Beach Brewing. But anyways, what do the other guys think about this beer? Right Beer gives it an 80, and Beer Advocate gives it an 82. I think those grades are too low for this beer. It's a better beer than that. There's no date on the bottle, but I'm going to give this I'd say I'm going to give this an 89. It's almost an A- beer. If it had the date on the bottle, it would have put it up to that. I really like this beer because I really like cask conditioned IPAs. One of my favorite is Loose Cannon by Heavy Seas. Their cask version of that beer is totally awesome. This beer reminds me a lot of that, but it has a bit more bitterness to it, like straight up in your face bitterness, and it has a bigger mouthfeel than that. But anyways, all in all, if you can find this beer, I don't know if you can. I mean, I've only found it in the Virginia Beach, Tidewater, that southern part of Virginia. Nothing up above that so far, but all the beers I've had from them I've really enjoyed, except for maybe a red, but I'm not a red fan. I haven't found a red except for maybe Goodnight yet that I like, and that's not really a red in my mind in a lot of ways. But anyways, I'm rambling on here, guys, having beer flashbacks. But anyways, you can find this, give it a try. I think you'll really enjoy it. I like it. I'm giving it the high B+ tonight. So remember, as always, guys, this is kind of local, so I'm going semi-local tonight. And remember, think globally, drink locally, support the craft beer movement, help small breweries like this, guys, grow, man, because they're doing stuff other people maybe aren't going to do. Are they going to make a Hoptopus that's 180 IBUs? A little small itty-bitty brewery like that? No, maybe not. But let's keep supporting them. They will, guys. So anyways, until the next DJs BrewTube, guys, thanks for watching, and that's a big peace out.